welcome back to CGTV, and more specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Central London. I'm here with my vlogging camera, stood around like a complete helmet. However, I've got the new E-tron Sportback behind me, so we're going to jump in. I'm going to explain exactly where it's come from, deliver some exciting news from my life behind the scenes, if you like, and also go through some stuff that's been talked about non-stop on my social media recently. So it's going to be a bit of a clear-up video, it's going to be an exciting video, and there's also some mystery guests in the car as well. So let's jump in then, let's jump in. We've got some guests.
Hi.
You're back on the channel.
Hello.
We've got some news, don't we?
We do.
We've also got a camera that doesn't focus. We do have some news, do we not?
Yes, we do.
We've got some news. Okay, let's jump in then. Let's fire up then. It's quite civilised. Let's get the aircon on, otherwise we're going to have a dead dog. Yeah.
It's okay.
You alright, mate?
It's alright, it's coming on now.
Good. Right, let's get going then. Are you excited to be in another video?
Oh yes, we haven't broken up.
We haven't, have we? It's all,
Yet.
all quite surprising at this point. We have had some questions about our relationship status across our platforms of late.
Mine is single if anyone's asking.
What?
I'm joking.
So, we are going to touch first on what on earth we're doing in an Audi E-tron 50 Sportback Quattro ball sprung, maybe?
We were driving to the Real Greek.
We have, yeah, but why the car's come about? Basically, this car has come about thanks to the guys at Imperium Leasing. Imperium Leasing? Have you been on their site? Mm-hmm. You should do. If you want leasing deals, whether that's commercial, fleet deals, EV deals, hot hatches, or anything in between, even salary sacrifice schemes, they are the best in the game. So make sure you go and hit their website right now. And if you can't see it on there, give them a shout. But this is a car that they've kindly given to me for a few days to try out. So we're trying it out and we're going to review it, aren't we? But we've also got some exciting news. I've teased them with that as well because it's very, very, very exciting news. We're adding to the family.
We are.
We are. You don't have to rub your belly like that because it's probably in the title that there's not a belly rub needed.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, do you want me to say what it is?
Maybe we'll go with that in a few minutes. We'll start with some other stuff first.
Okay.
We'll drag them through it because they're probably here for that. Okay, we're going to be discussing things like crypto in this video. I'm going to discuss crypto because I get asked about crypto non-stop on my platforms, and I want to clarify a load of stuff on that. Do you do crypto, first and foremost?
Me?
Have you dabbled?
No. I don't have enough money to put into crypto.
Nor do I, but that hasn't stopped me.
Every bit of money I've got, I need.
Yeah, no, so do I, but for some reason I'm in crypto, so to speak. So I have been in it for probably, I would say 9 or 10 months. I got FOMO and then just got involved, and kind of regrettably in a way just got involved. I put in very, very little, and I'll actually show you a screenshot of my Binance right now. This is an ad, by the way. I'm just trying to cover off answering everyone's questions I get in my DMs non-stop. I'm not someone that advocates crypto. I'm not someone that pushes an agenda. I just find the whole thing really entertaining. I find it fascinating. I don't know anything about it, and I've put around 10 grand into a bunch of coins with relatively moderate success. It's kind of been okay so far. It might all fall apart and I might lose all of my money, but I'll show you on Binance right now, completely transparent. Am I in a bus lane? What coins I've got, and this isn't me saying to go and buy the same ones because you know, they go up and down every single day and it's literally a game of red or green.
Can we go to Selfridges?
It's ridiculous. Yeah, we can go to Selfridges. I think it's probably that way. Oh. It's a nice bridge. We can go back over it. Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to clarify anyway on the crypto front because I'm not a mogul. I haven't made millions out of it. Probably made a couple of grand tops. If I get the money out, which I'm not going to do, I'm just going to leave it in there and see what happens. If I lose the lot, it's not going to ruin my life. It wouldn't be ideal, but it's fluctuated. You know, that initial investment's gone. It went up to about $15,000. And it's gone all the way down to about $7,000 or $8,000 within sort of a 3-month time frame. It's just kind of yo-yoed. So yeah.
I wish you'd made millions on it.
So do I. Otherwise, I wouldn't be making subpar videos as much as I could. But there we go. So that's crypto for you. I am by no means an expert. I have no idea what's going on. I'm in the same boat as most people, just throwing it in and see what happens. But my main advice would be, if you can't afford to lose it, don't put it in.
Yep.
For me, it's kind of pantomime money. It's like kind of here today, kind of gone tomorrow, then back again the next day kind of thing. You know, I would be gutted if I lost sort of 10 grand, but it's not going to ruin my life. So that's that covered. I think we've covered that off, have we not?
Oui.
Okay, and I'm going to keep it in long term. Okay, good.
Okay.
Good. So E-tron then, let's get on to the E-tron then. This is the Sportback variant of the E-tron. It is the 50 model. So it comes in 50 and 55, and you can also get an S as well. This is actually the entry level E-tron. It's got some bells and whistles on it though, and I believe it starts at about £85,000 with this kind of spec on it. There are some things that I like about this car, and there's some things I don't like about this car. I've already reviewed the standard e-tron before on my channel. I believe that was a Vorsprung normal edition. This being the Sportback, you sacrifice some of the boot space. It slopes down at the back, so some of the practicality is gone. But it does look quite cool. And I believe it's slightly lighter, possibly. I might have made that up. Weight is about 2.5 tons. 0 to 60 is about 5 seconds on this base model. BHP is about 300 brake, I believe. Range is what they quote, about 240 miles, but realistically I found that is about 200 miles around town. Particularly now I've got the aircon on, you know, you've got the radio on and whatnot. Are you okay up there?
Can you make this go back more so that it's all light? Ah, looky here.
There we go. So again, that will be a
sunroof.
Bit of an option up there.
Yeah.
Am I getting tooted? This has got some options. So what I like about it, it seems to be the efficiency mode seems to be a lot better than the previous version. In slow moving traffic, you do actually drag mileage out of it more than you do just whizzing along. The regen on it is not aggressive at all. You don't even notice it doing it, and it's really smooth. And you can see the mileage actually picking back up. So around town, it's actually really good and actually is quite efficient. Huge fan of that. Sportback to normal variant, I mean, I must admit I don't really care either way. I think if you're getting a kind of an MPV 4x4 that weighs 2.5 tons, you may as well just get one with as much space in it as possible. So I don't really see the point in the Sportback variant. The range is a bit of a gripe in that, you know, Tesla can easily manage over 300 miles and they're still at about 200 miles on this, which is not really good enough for 85 grand, I would say. If you're home charging and you're not doing long journeys, that's not going to make any difference to you. But it's more the aspect of range anxiety. You know, if you get anywhere near about 50 miles, you start kind of keeping your eye on it, and it just sort of ruins your driving experience to an extent. Other than that, have you got anything to say on this car?
I like the little, you don't like them that much, do you? The wing mirrors.
We're getting onto the wing mirror cameras because I hopped in this thing actually last night and I hadn't really driven it. I jumped in it and it was kind of a rainy evening, and doing journeys around town that you're not that familiar with and trying to park up in the dark, and it's got these bloody wing mirror cameras whereby you've got these screens either side of you, and on the outside where your wing mirrors would be, you've got these cameras.
They look cool though.
They look cool. It's a great kind of...
It's a good idea. I think it just takes some getting used to.
I think if you've been driving as long as most people have when they jump in a car like this and they buy a car like this...
or just a tool.
Or just a tool, your reflex is to look out the window at the mirror.
Yeah.
And the thing is with mirror, like basically we've just got two screens here, and what you can see is what you can see. Whereas with a mirror, you can kind of do that and you can get more out of it. And I can't for the life of me really park this with any form of kind of confidence or ease. You know, you've got cameras everywhere, it's beeping everywhere, and you've got screens everywhere. It's hell. I don't understand the whole mirror thing. And if someone knocks your wing mirror off, that's one thing, but if someone snaps the camera off, that's hell.
It's expensive.
That is total hell.
This is quite sexy though.
Yeah, I mean, that wood will be an option, I suspect. I mean, I don't know what that is. It's probably some sort of like eco wood that isn't actually wood, or, you know.
It's nice. I like it.
For every tree they've planted, they've sung a dolphin a song, or some sort of backstory like that.
We love that over here.
That's true.
We love that.
And this will probably, I mean, it might be vegan leather, it might not be vegan leather. I don't know, I haven't done my full research.
I think it is.
But it does feel very well built.
Very comfy.
It is very comfy. It's very smooth. It's still a little bit bouncy, like all EVs are, and I guess that comes with the weight as well, because we're carrying so many batteries. It's nowhere near as smooth as something like a Range Rover, which, you know, that's an impossible task. But going back to the mirror thing, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I just don't know why you would do it. It's disconcerting.
Oh, I like it. But I don't drive, so.
No, I think you would hate it, and I don't know how much that option actually is, but if you are thinking of optioning the camera option on this, I would just dodge it, to be honest with you. Especially if you're kind of like a not a confident driver, it's really disconcerting. It is really disconcerting. You kind of, yeah, I won't say any more on it, but I guess it will be good if, you know, your windows are steaming up and whatever, and you can just look on the inside, it's fine. But then your camera's going to probably steam up, or it's going to get muck on it. So you're going to have to get the window down to give it a little wipesy anyway. So, don't know, jury's out on that. Maybe I'm just a rubbish driver, but I just don't feel as in control. And I found myself checking my blind spots more with them. Okay?
We got it. You're not keen.
No.
On that aspect.
But I want to be clear that I'm not just abusing them for the sake of it.
No, okay, you've made that quite clear.
Okay, good
You
stuff.
literally give us a dissertation on wing mirrors.
Yep. Okay, so positive points then. The tech's really good. It's Audi. It's fantastic. It's got the latest updated infotainment. You've got the touchscreen with a slight click on it. It's great. It's better than the tech in the I-Pace, which is the I-Pace is the natural competitor to this with the sloping rear deck and whatnot. I'm a big fan of the I-Pace. You remember the Jaguar I-Pace we had for that time? It's a Jaguar electric car. Felt a bit more alert. Felt a little bit more kind of nimble and exciting. But I guess that's not really what this is about.
I do remember a Jaguar. I don't remember.
No, fine.
So,
I think it's a lot cheaper than this one as well. So the Jaguar I-Pace is probably at least 10 grand cheaper than this entry level. If you want the 55 Sport Edition, I think you're nudging about 100 grand, which is a lot of money.
That's
but no one. It is. It's not as much as a Taycan, and I actually probably prefer this looks-wise to the Taycan. I don't like the whole saloon car thing. Just not the biggest fan. I actually had a Taycan recently, and I filmed something for the channel, but half the footage got corrupted. Oh, there's been a controversy. What's going on?
I know, I just saw that.
Another day, another demo. What is it today? What's the tea today?
Not sure.
Lots of people in orange. It looks very peaceful, so we're on board
It does
with
look
that.
peaceful.
Good. What else? Any other business? Oh yes.
News. Oh, he's telling you off.
Why are you telling me off?
I'm not sure, considering it is a road.
I did absolutely
I know.
nothing wrong there. Welcome to London.
I can see
Where
him
people
in
are
the
just
little camera.
angry. Yeah, we see you.
I see you, buddy.
So we've got some news. The main news. We are adopting. Do you want to tell the good people at home what's going on?
So we have decided to adopt
Yes. We thought the time had come in our relationship.
a little girl.
Yep.
She's 3.
Yep.
Well, we're not entirely sure if she's 3. We think she's 3, but we don't have her birth certificate.
I mean, she's been asked, but the response was incoherent.
Yeah, she's been asked, but she's a bit too young. She can't tell you. She's 3. She is called Alexi. She was born in Romania.
Yep.
And yeah, she's a dog.
There's the clickbait.
We're getting a dog. I've gone through the adoption process over the last few months. It's been a relatively long process, as in I've been contacting a lot of adoption centres, but I just really got a great feel about this current adoption centre called Paw Prints to Freedom, which you can.
I'll leave their details below. Yep.
They're such a lovely bunch of people, and they rescue street dogs and dogs that need homes in Romania. They take over kill shelters, so shelters that would euthanize the dogs after a certain amount of time. They let them live their full lifetimes out. And then when they've got enough people that want to adopt dogs from them, they bring them over from Romania. So we are gonna get another little baby.
Yeah. So we're basically saving her life, bringing her over.
Well, not to sound like we're such heroes.
No, we're not, because ultimately we got
wanted
Crispies.
to, yeah.
I was really aware, and so were you, when we got Crispies, who's on the floor actually down there. Do you want to introduce him? Do you want to
Very
wake him up?
ungrateful little boy. Yeah. Okay.
So ungrateful. We couldn't have lucked out anymore.
Yeah.
I was very aware of so many people going, "Oh, Tom, I've just got a French Bulldog as well," and I was thinking to myself,
lovely.
and they're amazing dogs. You're great. You are great. They're absolutely brilliant dogs, and I would never tell anyone not to get one because of the dogs that they are. They are unbelievable. But what it meant was I had probably hundreds of my followers ending up with Frenchies that some of them undoubtedly were buying off puppy farms and whatnot. We got given him, and I speak for myself, but I probably wouldn't have bought a Frenchie.
No,
I just wouldn't have bought a dog.
I wouldn't have bought a dog.
Not that I look down on people that do, and I'm not casting aspersion on anyone, but it just wouldn't have been something I'd done. I was very aware, and I know you've been very, very aware as well, that we've kind of encouraged people to go and get like puppies from kind of breeds that typically are overbred, bred in horrible conditions, and we've almost kind of encouraged it. And
that's not to sound judgmental of people
not at all,
that
not at all.
get from breeders, and obviously I think there's a lot of people that are actually quite unaware of puppy farms and the extent of like health conditions that breeding causes, our dog included. I'm sure we'll have some health conditions down the line. We got Crisps not vaccinated, what's the word?
Snipped.
We got him snipped.
So you got his little balls
We
snipped
did get him
off.
vaccinated as well, but we got him snipped so that he can't have babies, to stop that breeding process. And we just feel that it would be really nice to give a dog that really, really needs a home. So, welcome Alexi.
Hopefully
Alexi. I mean,
so
it's
she's
gone
not
through
here
the
yet.
matchmaking process now. So once that's confirmed, actually, she's a really good match for us. Basically you kind of jump through hoops a little bit. It's a relatively easy adoption process, but they match you with a dog based on your home check and your lifestyle and stuff like that, and then it just goes to an independent matchmaker, which is what Alexi and myself are going to now. And then when there's enough dogs that are getting adopted, she's going to come over and she's going to live with us.
Yep, she's going to live with Crispies.
Live with Crispies, exactly.
I think probably within about half an hour.
She's going to be like, send me back to Romania.
She's like, get me on that next plane home to Romania. I don't mind living in my own feces with no one around. I just want to get away from that bloody bulldog. I wouldn't blame her. No, hopefully she's going to...
She lives with other dogs now. She's sharing her little kennel in Romania with other dogs. Oh, that looks pretty. She's sharing her kennel with other dogs. So she's good with other dogs. She walks on the lead. They're just really lovely people as well that look after them in this centre in Romania. So you know she's getting good care and she's kind of getting more secure around people.
I think Romania, there's a big problem with stray dogs, and
it's really awful. The treatment in Romania was really shocking when I heard about it.
They are regularly street dogs are regularly kind of
they get hung on the street,
hang them, tortured,
burn them,
burnt, drowned. There was a different culture, I think, over there, because dogs are more of a pest. There's a stray dog problem. And I guess culturally there would be a different attitude towards dogs over here if that was the case. So I don't think dogs are quite as loved over there on the whole. In certain areas, possibly.
Yeah, no.
Don't shout at me if you're Romanian. I'm not having a go at you.
Not at all.
It's the last thing I'm doing.
There is a reason
down my throat.
all these dogs are in the centre are needing homes, and that's because. And there's some gorgeous dogs. Like Tom will link the rescue centre.
Yeah, go and have a look. Go get dog shopping.
There's also quite a few rescue
What's the cost then associated? If you want to go and I'm not being paid by the dog shelter, by the way. This is just something that we wanted to do. She's not going to be the last either.
I'm trying to remember. So I think, basically you do pay for the dog that comes over, even though you're adopting it, but that money goes towards the charity.
What is it? 500 wax?
I think it's about maybe 450. But that money goes towards obviously the shelter and the food and stuff like that, and so once you've adopted a dog, then they're going to take in more. So it's money well spent, basically.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's not you paying for the dog, it's you giving a donation to such an incredible cause.
Yeah, it's great. It's a nice feeling as well, because as soon as she comes out, that frees the space for another one to be taken off the street, looked after, and then how cool though, she's going to come over from literally being like abused and whatever. I'll show some pictures of her on the screen, but she's so thin. We're going to have to...
She's really thin at the minute.
Give her all the snacks.
They're trying to feed her up at the minute and calm her down, and but she'll be a fat little one like Crispy soon.
She'll be fat, driving around in a Ferrari. Great. Absolutely great. I don't think she'll probably want that. I think she's probably...
She'll be like, no, I'll stay at home.
She's like, no, Dad.
I'll be like, me too, actually.
You're cringe. Don't. She's coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully, fingers crossed, all goes according to plan. We did we did have another one called Luna, who we got gazumped on, actually. The foster family that were looking after her temporarily, they fell in love with her and took her.
No,
so
I'm a bit gutted about that, actually.
Bit gutted, but ultimately, it's for...
we would have had Luna. She was gorgeous, but obviously she was so gorgeous and such an angel that the foster family were like, oh no, actually we're on to a winner with this one.
Yeah. Oh well.
Parking suspension. Oh, that's fun.
It's fine. Right, on that note then, I think that's it. I think we've covered everything. I'd probably put maybe future of the channel in the title, in the thumbnail, whatever it is. The channel, as I've discussed in previous... I mean, now I'm trying to park. This is horrible. I actually don't know where to look. I've got an above view. I've got a direct behind. No, it's horrible because the wheels, if you mess those up, it's a big old bill. They're like 21s, so, or 23s, or God knows what they are. The channel basically is going to continue doing what I want to do with some of the old cars, and that's it really. I'm going to continue with it. I'm going to carry on punting out 2 videos a week. I've calmed down the day job thing, so we're not doing that anymore.
Calm down. Got fired.
Don't tell them that. They realised I was filming videos during my shifts, so I probably have to cut all of that out. But yeah, there's...
No, you should keep it in, it's funny.
Is it?
It's only the truth.
So, yeah, I'm calming down the day job thing, and there's going to be some projects dropping very soon as well, so I don't really need it, to be honest with you. Don't need it.
Billy Big Bollocks over here.
Billy Big Balls.
Woo!
Oh. All right, okay, on that note then, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you got this far. What are you doing? Are you going to do that? I thought you were going to give me a high five. Thank you again to Imperium Leasing for this Audi E-tron Sportback. It was only for a couple of days. They haven't given it to me, but they just thought they'd give it to me to try out. But as I say, I'll leave their link below. That's going to be in the pinned comment. Hit their site. As I say, if you want any personal cars or business cars, whether or not they're hot hatches, EVs, fleet deals, whatever it is, salary sacrifice. Oh, he's going to do it.
He's ready.
Make sure you go and check him out. On that note then, I'm going to let Chris do the honours. Thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe, blah, blah, blah. And I'll see you all very soon. Bye.